Yeah.
Look, that was but I was trying to figure out what was it that Leafy fixed the other day. I remember he had fixed something. You had mentioned something he fixed, but it wasn't pushing properly still. All right, it's recording now. Let me see if you're getting a live feed. Yep, it's going live. I'm gonna check right now.
Oh yeah, it's going live. We good.
But is it bringing over? I'm checking my phone to see if you're getting the overlay. Because that was the big problem. No, you were talking to us, but it looks like you're talking to yourself, and there was no graphics, nothing. That was the big issue for the last two episodes you were running.
Yeah, and this is like a delay.
Yeah, there has to be a delay because this isn't. We're in real time. When it goes to YouTube, it'll have about a 60 to a minute and a half delay because it's simulcasting it thereafter.
Okay. Yeah, all we gotta do is get through this part, this first one, and then it'll be good after that.
Yep. Just trying to see on my phone here. I'm just trying to make sure you got the live feed. It says you're going live. Hopefully. It says live. Let me see. Yes, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working.
It said
you got it.
Yep. Too.
Yep, you got it. I just looked at your it's feeding right now. So everything it's broadcasting right now for sure. I just checked it for you.
So we gonna start from this and just edit it or what?
No, this is going straight to this is everything now. You don't have to do nothing. Everything is going there now. Whatever we're doing here this time, it's shown exactly in YouTube now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
go on your.
Should we go off of the live that we're doing now and just edit it later?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, because on YouTube it's got us talking all this what we saying now, and that's gonna be
Yeah. Well, what it is that what you could do is stop the broadcast and then start a new broadcast, and we go live that way, and we don't have all this talk here, right? Because really, we're doing live radio.
Yeah, but is it gonna mess up?
When you say mess up,
like how we was having a hard time earlier. Is it gonna be that long delay?
No. Well, here, hold on. I'm just looking at everything. Looks good. Oh, your next question is once this. See that now you're getting the direct feed. All you have to do is go into your YouTube. Once it's done, you could go into YouTube and you could trim it inside of YouTube now. So you could remove all. You could go like this first 5 minutes is just us talking. You could go and trim it and have it start where you want it to start and have it where you want to end.
All right, so
you have all those options out.
Leafy,
yeah.
What's up? We on the talk show. You could be on both. Let me see. I gotta push out the invites.
Okay.
See, Leafy would have knew we was going live if he was he put talk show.
There we go. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
I gotta push out the invites. Okay.
Okay, good. I can hear myself on your YouTube broadcast, so you're good to go. Everything is good now. Everything is good. This is the real deal now.
Yeah.
That took us what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It took us 2 weeks of troubleshooting. Yeah.
Let me see. It's good too, because when I had my interview this week, hopefully I had the interview this week. I hope you don't.
Well, the main thing is this: you had a lot of people in the YouTube audience, and they're all in the chat, but they only hear you. They're not seeing you they're not seeing the broadcast really. They're seeing you without the virtual background, and it's just you talking to yourself. Really, that's what was going on the last 2 weeks. So all this shit we weren't seeing. But if they join the talk show broadcast, then everybody sees everything. That's in talk show, right? But it wasn't in YouTube before.
Yes, Leafy saying it doesn't say we're live. You're in live on Toshi. I got to send them the because I got to do.
Send the link to send the link to Doctor. But we're live on YouTube right now for sure. I checked it. I checked it on my desktop. I checked it on my phone as well.
Let me see.
There's 3 people are watching right now the broadcast.
Well, I don't see that.
Where?
You saying it say 3? Let me see.
Because I'm going on my desktop browser. So when I go on my desktop browser, I could see here. Let me refresh it.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
I
see how
see
many
it.
people are watching.
Yeah, it say
Yeah,
3
3 people are
concurrent
watching.
viewers.
Yeah. But yo, what you say you were gonna do OBS? You were gonna run OBS on your Chromebook?
Yeah.
That you know what? It would have struggled. You need OBS. You need a regular like you have to run that on
PC.
Windows, man. Yeah, you gotta run. It needs power. You need something
Yeah,
with at least like
but I want.
16
Yeah,
gigs of
but I
RAM.
wasn't running it in Chrome. I was running it in the background like an app.
Or like an app, but a Chrome. When you say an app, on which system?
Um, my PC is Windows.
Okay, so the problem with that is if you see the thing is if you're gonna do OBS, you have to do OBS. Then you have to broadcast from that same machine. You can't really do OBS and then you're gonna come on the Chromebook after and and then broadcast at the same time. You're gonna get trapped.
Oh, okay, I see. I see what you're
But
saying.
also too, remember with talk show is a virtual broadcasting studio that's competing against OBS. Like technically, talk show is a online virtual broadcaster. OBS is a online as an offline version. So you can't push them both at the same time, or it's gonna jam it.
So Leafy, Leafy. I don't hear you.
He's coming. He's just set up his he's coming on and he's coming on his phone, I think.
But I wonder how my, like if somebody asks questions on YouTube, it's like a big delay. How's that gonna happen? We'll be asking
Uh
if
yeah, you have to deal. Well, you're gonna have to deal with that
yeah
because there's gonna be like about a minute and a half delay because it's simulcasting to YouTube, right? No,
yeah.
we can't hear you yet. Come in and out the meeting. That's how I fixed it last time. It happened to me today too. Let's see. His videos work. Yeah, your video is working now.
When you was sharing the screen with me with that video, you can hear the video on your side, right?
On my
Oh, you,
side, yes, but it won't. But it won't push to the audience. If we were to,
That's what I was
if we were
wondering.
next time we'll do that. Like we could still share the video, but we can't get audio. In order for us to get audio, I didn't set up my I have a mixer board. I got to set up the mixer board and patch it in, and then it consolidates on audio, and then it pushes it out on the live stream after.
Oh, okay.
So next time, because today I know we still have to fix that. It's okay. Next time we'll get that, but we could still show the visuals from the share screen, no problem.
Leafy still here?
Yeah, he's coming. He almost has it set up. There, I can hear him. I can hear it. It's something's coming through.
Man, what you doing hiding under the blanket so no
Yes, yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but I had to reconnect to the meeting for it to work.
Yeah, you say you.
Yeah, that happened to me today too. It took me about 2 tries. I don't know what it is, and it's like initially it always syncs the video, but then it doesn't want to do the audio. And I've been having that last couple of days too. When I was talking to you, Paul, I was having that same issue. Like I don't know what was going on with the audio. Every time it wants to mute itself all the time, and then when you come in and out, it fixes it for some reason.
Trying to get people up in here. It's like as soon as we're about to stop the show, there's somebody come in.
I think we'll get a good crowd today, man. I think one thing we got to do too is we gotta push the American phone number for people to dial in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta get that number up. I'm pretty sure as long as they have that phone number to state, people will dial in.
Leafy, what did you use that the one that I just sent you, right?
Yeah, I used.
Let me post on Instagram too, because I was supposed to get some of those two guys from the Wishlist Mafia. I think this like with us link.
What's that?
I think just like up there, like first starting late.
Well, it'll be a good start.
As long as we get everything, got everything working. That's the main thing.
But
yeah.
Share it on your YouTube. I mean your Twitter. Leafy.
All right.
Paul, at some point you'll give me mod, so then I can help you with the shared screen.
What'd you say?
At some point you'll give me mod, so then I can get access to the shared screen.
Okay.
And there's some like as we're going with the flow, if you can't figure out, then I could just put up the share screen quick kind of thing and push whatever we're talking about. Two things that'll come up on the share screen today. One would be the Boxing Fanatical, that friggin' the skill gap video he pushed. We could show something from that, but also to the development cycle for Fight Night Champions or the Fight Night series to show that what was going on back in those years, how they were doing it every year, once a year kind of thing. There's a connector to that.
I'm trying to figure out how to get you the mod thing without me actually going out.
It's you did it the other day. I think you did it yesterday somehow. Maybe open the participant list, and then from the participant list see what options you have when you click on the guys' names.
Let me see.
Bring out another basket for us.
I don't see. Let me see. Yeah, that's what scare a lot of people with the sign when they gotta call that number, and they be thinking it's gonna be a long distance, but this don't have it. You know, they just got.
Well, everybody in the States who has cell phone, in the States, right? Do you guys have nationwide calling? Everybody probably has nationwide.
Yeah, but I always said that when I set it up so I could go to the United States and any other areas.
Yeah, no, well, it has all the numbers there.
Yeah.
Let me see if but you would have to have the number. The cheapest way, like the fastest way we could do it at some point is just flipping the phone number list on Discord, and then after when I do a share screen, I could put like a little, I'll put it in a document or something, flash across the screen for now.
Okay.
Because I know the number have to come from you. Because there'll be something in the number that'll connect to your broadcast.
Yeah, because remember I just showed you it earlier. Let me see. The meeting details, it showed all them numbers. I mean, it ain't show all the numbers, but it showed the main numbers that get you in. Or you want the list?
Yeah, the list number. Because so if I have to help you, I could do it on share screen as well.
Okay. The heck? Oh, there we go.
Hey JPEX, I sent you the number list on Twitter with all the numbers on it.
Oh, it was too long for me to put on Twitter. I'm gonna give you this number. It's Well, you want me to give it to you here or in the what's Twitter? I'm gonna post it in your Twitter message. Yeah, it looks like everybody gonna start popping up later. Yeah, that looks longer than that. But you know, these numbers are good enough to me.
They aren't.
What you gonna post this list right here that you just posted, right?
Yeah, you want to post that on the
Yeah, you
Twitter?
can post that and post the other number because you can post a picture and post the main number. The main
All right.
numbers that I sent you, the app talkshoe.com. You type it like how Kermit the Frog be mad and he be typing fast.
Yeah, I hit the key kind of hard when I type, but I don't know. It's just how I was typing. Messages.
Where AJ go?
I'm not sure.
hope nothing messed up. Let me see. He will contact me in Discord.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
No, I'm here. I sent you a mail. I was taking a phone call.
okay.
Yeah, I got the pic.
Numbers.
So I'm ready to go. We got the YouTube working. We got the talk show working. Nobody want to show up. Last week, everybody was flooding up in here and leaving out because it wasn't working. Yeah, so what's our first topic? We're gonna talk about fanatical. I told him. I said fanatical. People gonna
Oh wait,
come at
hold on. Yo, Paul. Sorry to interrupt. So, one of you guys call the American number and see what happens. I want to see how it's gonna communicate with you.
oh, you talking about? Let me see my phone.
Yeah, call one of the numbers. Just want to see how you're gonna pick. How is it gonna patch in here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me see. I never thought of that.
And then we're good to go.
See, these are the tests that we need to be doing. Let me see. I guess Pennsylvania the closest state to me, so I'm gonna use that one.
They even have a phone number for the United Kingdom, so that'll be good too.
By the county. You can access the code after 15 minutes before the schedule starts.
You hear that, Dad? My phone. Loud.
What did it say?
Show ID is not valid.
This show ID is not valid.
Yeah.
But how did you know the show ID? We're only giving them a phone number to call.
Yeah, it was giving them
Show ID.
over talking them. But I seen
Say it
something
again?
that they could get directly to the show. I got a key that they could, the one that say apptalk.com. No, it said apptalk.com.
Wait. The list of phone numbers. Where did you get it from?
From talk show. Like when
It's from talk show.
when I'm setting up a show, it gives me a list that I could make and I could save the number.
Oh, yo. Okay, we fucked up. We're missing. Yo, Leafy, we're missing something. So there's so we got all the phone numbers, but we don't have the show ID.
Oh yeah, I'll
This is-
post that. 3525207.
No, I don't. For this one, I think the show ID is 1980199.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Let
I
me
would
see.
say mine say
What's it? Actually, no, that's not it. This is what? This is the broadcast call. This is your video game wish list site podcast.
Yeah.
Because that's a different show ID then.
Because I'm using the one that's in the what's that? above where you put the show at. Yeah, my mind just going blank. But the URL.
Okay, yo. Okay, yo. Oh, test this out. Test this out. Call the show phone number again, and then type in the show ID. Call that 605 562 0444 number again.
All right, but what's the show ID?
That I'm gonna give it to you once you're ready.
All right.
You can access the episode up to 15 minutes before the scheduled start time.
You ready for it?
Welcome to Talk to. Please enter the show ID followed by the pound.
251 2472.
That's it.
Yep.
There is no live show at this time.
Okay, so that's okay. Let me give you a next show ID. I'm gonna give you the next ID.
Enter the show ID.
Boxing game video list. Let me see this one. 198 0199.
There is no live show at this time. Please check talk2.com for the next scheduled episode. Welcome to Talk to.
So which one? Okay, so you have 4 different. I don't know which podcast it is. Okay, maybe it's this one. Pro Talks is mine on video game. Okay, it's this one. 352 5207. That has to be it.
There is no live show at this time. Please check talk2.com for the next scheduled episode. Welcome to Talk to.
You know what it is?
Oh, dude, yo, I found it. Yo, 87. I got it. This is it. I got it. I just
Hold on. I got it.
I found it on the top of the broadcast in the meeting details. It's 878.
That's what I was telling you.
100%. Okay.
That's what I was telling you earlier.
No, oh, okay. Now I see where Leaky got the where you got the number from. But yeah, 878-7633. That's 100%.
What?
878-7633.
Yeah, that's what I just typed. That's it. You know why? Because I just did a straight up, when in the studio. That's how I did it. I didn't do it like I usually do, like it's scheduled.
No, it shouldn't make a difference. I don't think it'll make a difference.
I don't know.
But definitely we got the right we got the right number. Yeah, 878-7633. That's the access code.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
Hold up. What's the?
Oh, Paul, on the participant list, click on my name. There has to be an option there for mod. It's probably inside the 3 dots.
It got meeting details, which that's not it.
Click on the participant. Click on the participant list.
All right. Oh, okay. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, got you.
There we go. Okay, good. So that part's good.
Oh, I'm mad at you too. I should have been.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, like I was telling Leaf, I said this is my show. It's all our show. It's the community show.
Yeah.
I had to change the name up some to reflect that. Because I think this show it got a big fan base. We just didn't tap into it yet.
No, for sure. There was lots of people that were coming in. It just did it, but it was the technical issue we had before.
Yeah.
That's what was kind of hurting it. But yeah, we're good to go.
Yeah.
I'm like, if I say we're about to end the show, like 20 people gonna come in.
Yeah.
They did that last time. That's how I had to extend the show. Well, we did almost 5-hour show.
Yeah, the first 2 hours that was the what do you call the stage rehearsal.
Yeah.
We were doing the stage rehearsal.
Yeah. So what topic you want to hit off? We're gonna start off with the topic that we got.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I'm gonna introduce the show. All right, y'all. This is I don't change the name. Pro Speaks and the community speaks. I'm gonna say it like that right now until I get the script set up. But I thank all of y'all for coming through. We got AJ Pack and we got Leafy here. So we got a lot to unpack right now for this week. I'm start doing what's happening during the week. We're gonna unpack today. So I didn't really want to get in this conversation because I talked to Boxing Fanatical. I say Boxing Fanatical. The community, some of the community will come after you for that video. And he said he said I'm okay with it. I said all right. But when you put stuff up there like that, you gotta expect people gonna push back. What you think?
Yeah.
Because there's something he wanted to talk about. What you think about this AJ Pack?
Well, let me pull up that screen down him. One sec. We gotta pull up that screen for him. Right. So this is the video this guy he released about 2 days ago. What's it called? The Bunk. No skill gap. An undisputed boxing game. Now, we don't have the audio set up right now, right? But it's just this video. But I want to start off with this game here. He used an analogy for this game called Footsies. Do you guys see this game called Footsies?
Yeah, Arcade Fighter.
Yeah, I see it on your screen.
Right. So he was using an analogy to show that a game as basic as Footsies has a community that plays it, and they have all these, and it is played for fun. You know what I mean? It's a good game. It does what they want to do. It's some kind of but he brought up this whole thing about Footsies. But here's the thing about Footsies. One, Footsies. It's like a throwback of that game back in the day. You guys ever play Karate Champ?
Yeah.
It's something like Karate Champ, but no, Karate Champ. It used to be back in the days in the 80s. There was an arcade game called Karate Champ, and you have 2 joysticks, and you would control the body movement. If you could tell it to do a roundhouse kick, to do a thrust punch, and all the different kind of karate moves, and it's like you landed, boom, you get a point. Next round, kind of thing, right? So this footsie game it reminds me of it.
We got somebody saying that there's an echo.
There's an echo?
Yeah, it's coming from somebody's speaker. If your speaker's too loud, the echo will pick up. You gotta put headphones on, or you gotta drop your speaker.
All right, is that good?
Yeah. How's it going, Boxing? I don't know exactly who you are, but how's it going? I appreciate you for showing up. All right, we good now. You can talk now. It's good.
But yeah, and like, so here's the gameplay of this game of this game footsies, right? And there's a whole community around it that plays the game. So the whole thing is that there's skill level. Then there is a skill gap because all these guys are playing tournaments and they're playing this game called footsies. But here's my issue with him using this footsie as an analogy for this whole skill gap for Undisputed. Is footsie being advertised as a game for realism? What realism is footsie advertising? Tell me.
None.
Exactly.
It's an arcade game.
Right. So why even use this as an analogy to try to? It's almost like he's just trying to sugarcoat the deficiencies with Undisputed. When Undisputed is a game that's promoted as, okay, this is supposed to be a sim boxing or boxing realism, right?
Facts.
Like if anybody go look at this debunk no skill gap, you're gonna see what's the connection to Undisputed. If Footsie's not even trying to represent itself as a sim karate game, a sim striker game, nothing. It's just supposed to be a cartoon. It's just, look at it, it's just a cartoon.
Yeah.
So I don't know what was the, well, but the thing is, the context he wants to show is this whole community, you know, playing this game that has no graphics, that has no realism. But that was my first point. I don't know why he's using this as an analogy.
All right, see, now I got to tap in. See, my thing is, it's a I don't know how to say it, but it's an arcade game, and it's like you trying to say boxing is not fun. But if you're a boxing fan, boxing should always be fun.
Yeah.
He's saying it's no he says no let me how he worded. He said it shouldn't be too realistic and stuff like that. I'm saying you weren't saying that earlier in development. Boxing Fanatical was on the same page as we were. And a boxing video game could be just as competitive as a real boxing game. So my thing is, what are you saying? It's like he you know, you my boy Box Fanatical, but you saying it's like you saying they don't gotta make it realistic.
Look, this is the game. This is the skill gap. He wants to use this as an analogy for the skill gap.
Nah, that's not good.
Like if anything, if you want to use this as an analogy, then that shows you how watered down Undisputed boxing mechanics are. That it doesn't even have the boxing elements. If this is what you want to use, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm just seeing it from a different lens. Like I understood the context he was using it in order to create this whole skill gap, right? But yeah, you were saying, Bo.
You can have a skill gap with a realistic boxing game. I'm like, what is he first? It was showbiz, now it's him. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I'm like, yo, it's disappointing to me. I'm like, yo, it's like he trying to make it better than what it is. By you saying the game is okay, they're not gonna fix anything. Why fix anything if everybody say everything's okay? Why should they try? They don't even need nobody in the studio right now and then.
But so going back, what is the skill gap we're seeing in Undisputed? The skill gap is those who know how to use the exploits in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We getting a lot of people.
That's really the skill. That's really the skill gap, man. It's not a skill. You see, they don't want. I guess it's not.
All right, Aaron,
it's not good advertising for Undisputed that if you have to say that it doesn't have those boxing elements in it or that sim boxing, it's just like any other kind of fighting game where you just have to figure out what the exploit. It doesn't sell the game well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's just another arcade game, they can just go back to Street Fighter to get the same experience. It needs to be something unique that makes you think about what you're doing.
Why we don't hear no echo with you, Leafy?
Huh?
We don't hear echo with you, but when AJ talk, it's an echo.
You heard an echo with me?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
You know why? Because we got both. We got YouTube and we got Talk Show open.
No, but I'm not. The only sound that I'm playing right now is just the sound from you guys. That's it. And I have an
Yeah,
earpiece
same
on
here.
right now, so I shouldn't be getting any static feedback.
Yeah,
Not
'cause
static feedback or any echo.
yeah, 'cause Leafy only got one window open, right? You don't got both of them open, do you?
No, I only have the talk show window open.
Yeah, that's why there's no echo.
When you talk, Poe, I'm hearing the echo. The echo is coming from you because you're listening to the sound of the broadcast from your speakers, right?
Yeah.
So that's picking up on your mic.
Wait, I'm doing the same thing though.
Yeah,
I'm listening through.
Yeah, but you're
my
but you're using an Android phone. Your Android phone probably has what do you call it? It has the microphone. It blocks background noise.
Yeah, I think that's what my iPhone's doing, but I don't know.
I think it's because we
I don't
got these
think,
two
I don't
windows
think I'm
open.
echoing.
What watch, Paul? If you lower your volume, it'll reduce the echo. But the thing is, you won't be able to hear. You won't be able to hear us.
Let me just see.
Right. That's shrinked it right there. Actually, I can still kind of hear myself.
I think it's my mic.
No, when you just spoke, I didn't get no echo.
Who wasn't echoing, Leafy? Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
I turned my volume down. Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Hold up, I can't even hear y'all. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's echoing.
See if you have two instances of the broadcast. Sometimes you might have two running.
Because we got a delay on the YouTube. That's why.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the YouTube. As long as you're not running the YouTube, I don't think it's a YouTube. But as long as you're not trying to play the YouTube at the same time and that audio's playing in the background.
Yeah. Dad. We just messed up a whole stream. I guess we testing. The Ring King.
Yeah, you won't be able to fix that echo until you get everyone has to have headphones. That's the way to get rid of it. Or you gotta have an earpiece, something. I think it's good.
I don't got the earpiece right now. I got them, but it's in my basket of stuff that I threw stuff in. Oh yeah, so we was talking about Boxer Fanatical. And
Here's the thing now. So that whole video led into this. So this was the next thing we're talking about, the skill gap. And he made Fanato made a comment that like the guys that you see streaming, like these names here, we got what? JMMA, Dark Sheet, iGame You Watch, Paroxys. These names of the content creators. This is the skill gap right here. The guys who go online and stream, they're good. These are the good players in the game. That was kind of what he was trying to say in terms of the skill gap, right? But when you look at all these names, these guys, what's his name? JMMA. He's not that good. He's really not that good. He's just the reason why he's in this tournament is because they're all content creators. They're just, you know what I mean? They're just sharing views with each other. But you can't say these guys are these are the top players and this is a skill gap, right? From this whole list here, the only top player I'll say is Box Eye Views. I agree with he's a top player.
Juice is a King Juice. He plays pretty good. And
Kenzo, I've seen him play before. Like his name's there. You know what I mean? So I'll say here, but Like JMMA, he's not good at the game. He played my buddy the other day, and he tried to quick glitch. His JMMA's record's what 70 and 40 something, but he's quick glitching to keep his record. Here, let me see if I can find it.
Again, you watch, he's not really a boxing fan. He's starting to like really get into boxing, but he's not really a boxing fan. You're using people that's not. This is supposed to be a realistic sim boxing game. They trying to erase.
Who's that? Who's that?
They trying to erase it. That they said that this would be a realistic game, and they trying to get content creators to push it in our brain like it never exists. They never said that. Yes, they did.
Well, yeah, going back based on Boxing Fanatical's that footsie game, that's the direction they're going. That footsie game is basically what they're trying to sell. They're trying to turn Undisputed into.
Exactly.
It's automatic. It's and then try to say the skill gap is because you don't know how to play the game. Like what Boxing Fanatic, these guys are talking about a skill gap in terms of how to use the control pad. They're not talking about the flaws in the game itself. Like a simple thing, we don't even have proper TKOs yet.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, when they do these videos, talk about the flaws.
You know what I mean? Like, but that's even going off topic, going about the TKOs. But if we look at the whole thing about throwing a body punch, guys are standing in the pocket, head to head, and they're throwing straight to the body instead of a hook. And the reason why that's happening is because that's how CSI wanted to program the game. There's a video that shows it was a round table about 2 years ago with Ash. He was the creative designer at the time. Kinsler was a global manager, and somebody else. Oh, Boxing Fanatical was there, and people were asking how, like, why is the game playing like that? I'll pull up that video later just to show it to you, or just to show the audience where to get that. This is the reason why we don't have. We're missing like the nuances of boxing, or even just the elements of boxing, because these are decisions they made 2 years ago, and they're pretending they never did it. Or nobody's bringing up the history on them now, you know.
And my thing is, I remember Boxing Fanatical when this game first came out, and when it got the million views, he was talking more about the realism in the game. Now it's like it's already like it is. I'm like, what's going on? What did they do to you? What did they give you? You know, I'm like, I don't be wanting to say stuff, but you know, fact is fact, or the way I see it, we all see things differently. But the game was supposed to be a realistic boxing game, and you defended their vision.
Yeah. I don't understand why YouTubers are like encouraging like spam, or like not spam, or like not all of them, but like Boxing Fanatico is like saying, oh, there's no skill gap. Like, well, there is, and he's saying there is because of spam and the exploits people can do. It's like that's not really a skill gap. That's just playing like mindlessly. It's just spamming. Like, I don't get it. Why are we?
Here's a skill gap. Here's a skill gap. Not wanting to fight where I'm running around the ring, not engaging. So just the other day I was playing rank, and this is a very common thing you'll see in rank once you start going up in the ladder there. Guys will basically have a 3-minute round. For the first 2 minutes, they won't engage anything with you. They're just gonna like, if you try to walk forward, they're gonna run away, run by the rope. 2 minutes of running. Now, last minute of the round, that's when they actually fight. They'll try to hit you maybe 2-3 times, and they're counting in their head because they're just trying to win it on points, right? Hit you 2-3 times, and then they know they're up. They have that 3-punch buffer landed on you. I'm gonna run away for the last 40 seconds of the fight, and I'm gonna do that all 8 rounds.
Dang.
You know what I mean? We're not. They're not saying, is that a skill gap?
No. That's just being scared.
If anything, this so-called, these guys are the high rate. These guys are supposed to be the skillful players. This list here, if anything, this is just a league. When you play in a league, guys try to have like a gentleman rules, we'll call it. You know what I mean? You're playing league rules. No one's gonna run around the ring and play the fool like that, or no one's gonna try no one's gonna try to over exploit the game. That's why these guys are all playing together. This is not a skill gap thing. This is a league.
Mm-hmm.
Creator league.
We got Aaron.
And JMMA, he's the worst one in it. He's the worst one on that freaking list. I'm telling you right now.
Chill out, my boy. Chill out, my boy. He's not the worst one.
He is the worst one. Yo, a buddy of mine's beat him just a couple days ago, and we had the screenshots. And you know what? JMMA, he quit. JMMA's record on one of his accounts is 70-40, and he's quitting on my buddy. And my buddy, my friend has a under 500 winning record, and he's quitting on guys like that because he's trying to glitch to keep his record. He's a content creator. He can't come on friggin' TV and show he has a losing record. He's quit glitching his record, and so he can get into this freaking content creator contest or this league.
Listen, you don't got to be the best at the game to know what's wrong with the game, for one, and two.
Yeah,
I can't speak on JMMA and the quick glitching situation. I don't really know if he's doing that. I doubt it. But if he is, then realistically, majority of people are doing it. But anyways, the point of the matter is there's other content creators who are out in this space who are actually renowned for quick glitching. Burger King, I met Baby King is one of those people, and there's plenty of other content creators who are trying to make it seem like they're genuine in the community and realistic.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing now. You said, who are those guys? You said Burger King? What was the guy's name? Burger something?
Burger God.
Right. Well, he's not on this list here. The whole context of this whole skill gap video was showing that the list of these guys here, these guys are broadcasting for a reason. They're better than everybody. They know how to play the game. It's not a matter. It's not that they're glitching or exploring. These are the top players. That's one of the things about the bunk video.
You're talking about Prioxis? Are y'all talking about
So the bunk. Okay, so Boxing Fanatical, he had a video called Bunk, No Skill Gap in Undisputed Boxing Game, and he used that list of JMMA, Dark Somebody, I Give You Watch, Paroxys, Box Eye Views, Fight Night's Finest. These guys are proof that there's a skill gap in the game.
Mm-hmm. But those are just content creators, and they probably exploit sometimes, not all of them, but
yeah.
So what I'm saying, they're playing league rules at the end of the day.
And the game shouldn't force you to play a certain way. If they did the game from the get-go, you shouldn't have to
there is no skill gap like that. There is no skill gap.
You're saying there's no skill gap?
Aaron.
I don't think that there's a skill gap.
Why?
I don't believe that there's a actual some of the highest exploitive players in the top of the league rankings, and realistically there's a lot of people who play this game the way that it was intended to be played, and they're not even in the top 100. Like, they play the game the right way. They play the game the way it's meant to be played, and there's nothing to show for it. There's a whole bunch of people in top 100, whether you're talking about PC, Xbox, or PlayStation, and they are realistically, they're exploitive. They play the game handicapped. They play the game in a way that it shows more of the exploitation throughout the game actually the skill within it.
But you're saying that's not a skill gap?
If you see that exploitation is a skill, then I guess. But realistically, I don't think
Okay.
that
So
when
like, okay, so
it comes to the way that the game is intended, it shows anything of a skill gap.
well, here's the thing. In order to play the game the way it's intended,
Because
we have to have leagues. We cannot just
people
have
who-
a.
Go ahead.
No, go.
Yeah, but my thing is, if the game was like, you know, how you were saying, if you play the game the way it's intended to be played, I don't think people can really use that because the game don't have all box and mechanics within it for it to be played the way it's supposed to be played.
Which shows the reason why there's a lack of skill gap.
I can see that. Because this what, and people be trying to silence me. Ash didn't intend for the game to be played this way.
Mm-hmm.
Because
He
all the
wanted to
things-
be realistic.
Yeah, all the things that he wanted added in the game. Because this, and they hate when I say I talked to Ash on the phone. I know what Ash intended this game to be. And people say, well, he owned the game. If you sign a contract to a publisher and you got other people that's investing in the game, they can have a bigger voice than you. I know this from when I was working with EA. The developers said, "Oh, when I was working with helping EA, they will say, "Well, we're gonna have to ask the higher ups about what you want." It was always, "Po, we gotta ask them this. Po, we gotta ask that." Then one of the developers on EA, which I like, I'm not gonna say his name, Brizzo. Brizzo used to always say, when you get the whole community behind you and saying the same thing you saying, the investors and the publishers have no choice but to give you what you want. But when you look in the Discord, everybody is all over the place. People that don't even really like boxing, they pretend that they know
Yeah.
boxing.
But okay, but Paul, going back, you were saying Ash didn't want what? You said he
didn't want the game to be like this. He didn't want an arcade fighter.
He didn't want Arcade Fighter, but here's the thing now. If we look at it from a development stance, why weren't they developing, thinking about maybe how this game plays online?
Yeah.
Or in terms of having it as an esport, like it was the game wasn't developed in that manner?
It
Or was it
originally
afterthought?
supposed to be, because my thing was when he was talking in the esport idea, I threw that out there years ago, and somebody snatched it again. But Ash, he was talking more about the online aspects and the esports. And I say, Ash, I said, you're not gonna have offline mode. I said, you're gonna lose a lot of money not having offline mode. He said, don't worry, Poe, we're gonna have it in there. I got these conversations, I always lock them in case somebody say, no, he ain't say that.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the esport aspect of it, how would they when they were developing this from scratch, what would they have had to do in the game? Like how would they have programmed that into the game? Like what's the starting point?
I don't know.
The game
I'm
mechanic.
trying to answer somebody. They're saying maybe Pro should plug in some headphones. I don't have no headphones. I apologize.
Yeah, there is
I
a
gotta do it on the next episode. But I don't think it's
You said
me.
me.
But they keep hearing the echo. I don't think it's actually me. I think it's because we got these two apps open.
No. It's feedback from Mike.
I turned my mic down. Let me turn it down some more.
Here, do this test. Oh, do this as a test. Turn down your speakers all the way down so you don't hear nothing, and then just talk to us.
Let me see.
I think I'm the one that has the echo.
1, 2. Here, talk. Oh,
Yeah, you can hear me?
yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it's not posed, so
I turned it all the way down. Now
it's somebody else's. Then
If y'all talking to me,
I think it's my microphone.
I'm gonna turn
It's
it
my
down.
microphone, I think. Because my speaker, because like my TV, it's producing audio, but my phone's right next to it, and I'm using my phone as a microphone, so it's getting that. So it has to like go through my microphone again. That's why there's an echo. I think.
We don't hear no echo when you talk.
you're saying when I talk,
I
you're hearing
my
the echo.
speakers.
Both of us. And Leafy
Yeah,
said
but
he
the
don't
thing
have
is,
both programs open.
I have a headphone set on, right? So I don't know where to. You guys are not hearing the sound out of my computer.
Should I turn on my speakers just to test?
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think
All
you
right,
should,
I'll do that real quick. All right, my speakers are all the way down.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't hear you. I
Check
don't
1,
hear
2,
you
3.
echoing. Am I echoing?
All right,
Nope,
now
I'm
I'm
not
gonna turn
Nope.
it
echoing
back up.
either.
Check
Leafy,
1, 2,
it was
3.
you.
There you go.
It was you, Leafy.
I knew it was me. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. I need to get headphones. I need to get some headphones. I'll go check
So
if I have
whenever-
some. I'll be right back. Let me go see if I have
So
some.
whenever somebody's talking, let's just have all mics muted except for the one person talking.
That I got too close then. I'm echoing again.
Actually, yeah, that would have solved it too.